I am not, sir.
No, you're not.
Do you want to say that to the camera? Hundreds and hundreds of people watching you? Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. You just called me a man. Don't be a coward. Yeah, you're a coward. Come on, God.
Hello Homo sapiens and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the usual stuff, TikToks, reacting to them, and discussing why they're bad, why the people in the TikToks are insane, pronoun culture, wokeism, all this shit is mentally deranged, and I want to talk about it on this channel. Before we start, I just want to mention that I have a cold, so if I sound very sick in this video, it's cause I am, so please smash a like so I stop having a cold. Thank you.
You didn't know that Kurt Cobain was probably trans. Here's why. First off, Kurt wore a lot of women's clothing.
This guy is batshit insane. I don't think wearing women's clothing automatically makes you a woman. I know that Kurt Cobain acted very gay, but acting gay does not make you automatically a woman. Wearing a dress as a man is degenerate, but it doesn't make you a woman. It doesn't change your anatomy. You still have the same balls. You still have a penis. You still have the same chromosomes. You have the same bone structure. Your facial, the look of your face is still the same. A man and a woman do not look the same. You can't just magically switch genders like this TikToker is trying to portray. It's impossible to switch your gender. It's a controversial statement to make, I know, that biology is the most important and most fundamental thing in our society. Biology dictates who we are, what we are, and our role in society.
When asked about this, they replied that they wore dresses all the time because they felt comfortable and free.
You notice how he's misgendering Kurt Cobain? How he's using the they, them pronouns? Something I really dislike about this crowd of people is that they'll get mad if you misgender them. Like this person, there's videos of them literally raging at people at a restaurant for misgendering them.
I am not, sir.
No, you're not.
Do you want to say that to the camera? Hundreds and hundreds of people watching you? Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. You just called me a man. Don't be a coward. Don't be a coward.
But he can misgender Kurt Cobain because, he thinks he was a woman, so he can be a they, because, we're not sure if he's a man or a woman, even though his entire bone structure, his anatomical structure is of a man's.
Just look at Kurt in these pictures. They look so happy. And in an interview about their childhood, Kurt said that they mostly hung out around girls and that at one point they thought they might be gay.
And another thing I don't like about this person is because he hanged around with a lot of girls at a young age, he's automatically transgender is like one of the points he brought up. So what if someone, like there's a little brother who has, older sisters. Obviously he's gonna hang out with his sisters because that's family and he doesn't have a other brother in the household. Does that automatically make him gay and transgender because he hanged around with girls? No.
Kurt is also quoted as saying that they identify more with the feminine than with the masculine. This is clear proof that Kurt did not identify with the gender they were assigned at birth.
And again, you can identify with feminine or masculine traits. You have the freedom to express yourself how you want. I think it's degenerate to dress up as a woman while you're a man, but you have the right to do that. It's a free country after all. If you want to dress up like a woman while you're a man, you can do that, but don't claim that you're just automatically a woman now. If someone puts on a dress or wears, high heels, does a lot of feminine things, feminine traits, they're not automatically a woman. You can't change your gender. Like, it's a sad fact to admit. I know it's really gonna offend a lot of people, but it's just the truth. You can't change your gender. And remember, this is a dead guy we're talking about, right? This guy is literally trying to, make up shit about a dead guy. Like, it's the same thing if I, made up right now that Abraham Lincoln was secretly gay, guys. I think, in my opinion, right, Abraham Lincoln was secretly a gay man. I think that George Washington wasn't actually the first president. That was fucking Alexander Hamilton. Like, you're just making shit up to make your own universe when you have factual evidence that he identified as a man. I can make up shit about, fucking Adam and Eve said they had a different life than they did. I can fucking make up that Adam and Eve was actually Adam and Steve. Does that mean that it was actually Adam and Steve? No.
I wear a mask because 15% of trans people have long corona.
I'm gonna be real, I don't even know what to comment on this video. I think it's kind of weird to wear a mask in 2024, but again, it's a free country. If you want to wear a mask because you feel safer wearing a mask, then you can do that. If you want to wear one of those fucking World War II masks, a gas mask, because you're scared that someone's gonna throw a gas bomb at you, throw the mustard gas at you, then you can wear that, You can wear whatever you want as long as it's not illegal, right? If this person truly feels safer wearing a mask, then they're fine doing it.
If you're non-binary and you know it, clap your hands. If you're non-binary but you're actually gender fluid, but you don't want to explain to people that your pronouns change regularly because Clap your hands.
This shit just keeps making less and less sense, right? The entire LGBTQ movement started with trying to get equal rights for gays, lesbians, and bisexuals, which I mean, fair enough, right? We're all people. It's not about trying to get rights anymore, because they already have rights. It's now about just making random shit up and trying to get people to believe it. Like just pulling shit out of your ass, you know, and just trying to see if people will actually believe it. The LGBTQ has completely changed the meaning of a gender. Gender was supposed to be, or it is supposed to be, right, based on your biological basis, your anatomy, and who you are. But now it's not that anymore. Now it's your, you know, your fucking personality. You know, if I act more feminine or I act more masculine, that automatically means my gender is different, right? And if I act both ways, then I'm non-binary, right? I'm neither gender. You know, even though I have the anatomy and the bone structure and the chromosomes, I'm just fucking non-binary, right? Like, that makes no fucking sense. And this video was going on for so long that I just stopped it because she's just fucking listing like 50 different character traits and acting like it's one gender. Sometimes I'm trans, masculine, trans femme. What the fuck does that mean? Like, it's actually fucking retarded. Like, I don't know what else to say.
Hey again. This is a good question. I like this question. Thank you for asking. Why do I need the surgery if I'm already a woman? Well, that's because I was born with a condition that caused me to develop male sex characteristics. And I want to correct as much of that as possible.
So what you're saying basically is that you were born into your biological gender binary, and because you identify with more female traits, that automatically means that your gender is different, right? According to your logic. And it makes no sense that you're trying to like correct the fucking gender that you were given the wrong gender at birth. Like, that makes no sense. You can't just be given the wrong gender at birth. It's not like the doctor made a mistake or that God made a mistake, because God makes no mistakes. Like, you're saying that God made a mistake giving you the wrong gender. Like, oh shit, he accidentally gave me a penis, but I was meant to have a vagina. Like, you're actually fucking mentally ill. And I truly do pray and hope that these people can turn to God, change their standards of living, because it makes no sense. You truly cannot be born in the wrong body, because God makes no mistakes, and God is all-knowing. God is omnipotent.
However, I need to add a great big caveat to this. Genitalia does not define gender.
Okay, genitalia does not define your gender. Okay, so let's forget about genitalia. What about your bone structure, buddy? Your chromosomes, buddy? The structure of your fucking face. You know, the way your face looks, the way your arms look, your biceps, your legs, all of that, you know, is based on if you're male or female. And I get there's surgery you can do, but like, you still have that look. Even after surgery, you'll still have it. You know, I get that, you know, you can remove your breasts or whatever, or grow breasts, but even then, breasts are still a feminine trait that come from biological standards. In fact, to become a woman, you're putting in fucking female hormones into yourself. So to become a woman, you're still using female things. You're still using female biological standards, meaning that transgenderism makes no sense, because you're saying that gender isn't based on biology, but you're trying to use biology to change your gender. Like, do you understand what I'm trying to say?